go to PJ if I cannot build up a ladder. When I go in the first class, and I swear to God, only coach I go in is Coachella. If he ain't been making this cash, I won't do the dash, I'm a boss, I had niggas expel him. And you know we go ain't shit when we ball out. Not Bobby with that too, but I'm Tom Cruise when I fall out. My only best friend, I should go and buy a doghouse. I'm cool and let the dog fall. Many bitches is funny. I do not want my money solid. I need it so running so my cup can be overflooded. Don't ask what she wants.
Anyways. Hey, I'm Mitch.
I'm Ace.
And we keep a spade a spade. And who is our special guest today?
Sid.
Oh, we got Big Sid in the building. Big Sid. Our brother for a long time, my man. Day one. My brother Sid in the building.
Who was just playing? Who was just intro to? Mr. Stilo Bang. Yeah.
Bang?
Yeah.
That whole Bang?
For sure it do.
Bang?
Yeah.
For sure. Go get that on all platforms.
All platforms.
Stilo Bang.
But yeah, what's the first message of the day? Go get out and vote. Shit.
Go
It's
get out and
still
vote,
time to
man.
go vote.
You still got a couple days, man.
Yeah, man. How you feeling about voting, man?
Go vote.
Okay.
All right.
Go
Man,
vote,
straightforward like that. So, shit.
we got something for you.
Oh, damn. Okay, we don't have to do this segment every time. Fuck. Shit.
Oh, damn.
All right, fuck you.
Do you want it? 2 for 5 right now. We got it. You need it?
Oh, my God.
2 for 5.
Amazing. Y'all just
You need
follow
it?
through with it.
Yeah.
Yo.
You need it?
Well, do y'all not get it already?
Do you not?
Do you not?
What the fuck?
Bro, get a fucking mask.
Woo!
Cause I can't do no more of this acting shit, bro. I gotta keep everything all the way authentic and official.
Ooh. He
And
said
this
he
is
gotta
what
keep
it
a
is.
spade with y'all.
Spade is
Good
spade.
shit, my brother.
Mask
Keep
up.
a mask
Keep it
up,
I don't
man.
know if I got one on.
Mask
I'm
up, nigga.
embarrassed. Okay, you know.
We go barefaced. We go barefaced till we walk down. But how you doing this week, my brother?
I'm doing all right. I'm doing damn good, actually.
Tell us about it.
I'm in a real good space. I've been in a real good space. I'm still motivated, and we still moving pretty good. I done lost my voice a little bit. But.
We moving good. For what my brother was trying to say. How you doing, my brother? Sid?
I'm doing good, bro.
You good? How your week been going for you, brother?
It's been good, bro.
That's good, brother, man. All right, so please like, comment, subscribe to our channel. Please follow us on Twitter at AceMitch7. Please go do that. We will have it down in the link below. But what are we getting into today, my bro?
Damn, you tell me. You know I don't know nothing.
You don't know nothing?
I never do.
That's one of the issues we need to talk about. A mental health issue. My brother don't know nothing. Nothing.
Well, tell me about it.
Mental health issue. Something that someone that everywhere around the world go through every day in some way, shape, or form. In my opinion, what you got to say on that?
Yeah, that's definitely it. Whether you think so or not, like whether you stop and acknowledge it or not, if you really just pay attention, you'll see what everybody's going through. What type of mental illness. Now, if you are neurotypical, I would really like for you to slow down and really acknowledge the other people around you that are not, because like it's a lot of people out here that are suffering, and you could help if you were a little bit more careful.
Right. What you got to say on that, big bro?
Shit, if you are suffering with mental illness, go get help. That's really all I have to say.
Go get help.
Go get help. What kind of help could they go get or seek out? What kind of doctors do you think that can help them?
Me personally, I wouldn't go pay somebody to tell me what's wrong with me. So I would just go talk to like a family member or somebody I'm like
somebody
real
you're
close
confident with.
Yeah, because that person that's telling you like, oh yeah, mate, you feel like this because it is. They don't really know.
They don't really know the real you.
Like only you know what's wrong with you. So
Right.
I wouldn't go pay nobody to tell me what's wrong.
It's a bunch of type of different mental illnesses that people go through every day. A big one is the social media one. It's a mental illness.
Oh,
it's a mental illness. Trust me, because folks' lives in today's day is driven by social media. Everything has to be uploaded. Everything has to be filmed. Everything has to be seen by somebody else. Everything has to be approved by somebody. Somebody got to like it. Somebody got to retweet it, reshare it, quote it, show it to somebody for you to feel some type of way in today's time.
That's facts.
And that's a mental health issue. You do not need the approval of anyone but yourself.
I honestly, go ahead, bro.
Go ahead. No.
Go ahead.
I was about to say, I feel like people, honestly, they don't even do stuff because they want to do it. They do it so other people can see them doing it.
Right. I
Like,
feel that.
I see it myself, me personally. Like, I don't fucking post on nothing.
Right.
Not like talking about it because I don't really care for social media.
Mhm.
But I don't feel like people go places to have fun. They go places just to be like, oh yeah, I
Just
was
to
here.
post their social
Yeah.
status to show like, I'm out with the gang. You
Yeah.
know. I feel that. What you got to say, my brother?
I don't really have nothing to say on that particular tip because I want to get into like heavier issue.
Well, kick it off.
Well,
Mitch.
one that could be, that one that can't be cured by just turning your fucking phone off every now and then and just not trying to find validation in somebody else.
Well, go ahead, talk about it.
Yeah, I know it's some people around here dealing with all types of different mental health disorders, but the one I'm most familiar with is anxiety. And another one I am familiar with is bipolar depression, the whole spectrum like that. I've seen so many people with anxiety just on a daily basis, like chronic anxiety, and it just kind of flies by as this person being like dramatic. And like if you really pay attention, like, damn, this person is irrationally scared. Like, damn, yeah, that's stupid as hell. Why would you be scared of that? Like, what? You just made this shit up in your head.
Right.
You look dumb. And it shows on like little shit. I'm not saying they actually look dumb, but I'm just saying like, this is how it might appear to like the normal person, neurotypical person that doesn't really care to acknowledge, and for it to be just like such a simple and easily identifiable thing. You can see if you're making somebody uncomfortable, or you can see if you're making somebody angry. You can see it. It's always there. And if it's not, like, if it's not verbally or expressed physically, you can see it, like, in some type of way. And I'm just saying, just take time to acknowledge people, especially just look, really, I know a lot of people don't have like a empath cell in their damn body, but you can always sense how somebody feels, or just in the way that they look, or the way that anything, like, really take that time to assess people, because ain't nobody really
evaluate their demeanor.
Ain't nobody really trying to really consider nobody else. And
not in today's world. Is
but like when you have anxiety, I don't necessarily have anxiety, because if I did, I wouldn't be nothing like this, because I don't be giving a fuck most of the time. But like what I've seen with anxiety myself, I've dealt with my significant other's anxiety. I've seen it, I've witnessed it all, and it's just like, damn, once you see it and you get an understanding for it and appreciation for it, you can still find an appreciation for it, but it kind of just makes you a little bit more sensitive to the outlook of like how things affect people, just simply, just that particular one alone. Right. But does anybody else have
you got anything
a piece on anxiety?
No.
I don't really know much about anxiety. I've never been like,
Yeah.
So,
One, I have noticed that a lot of people that come in close proximity that tell me they have phobias, and fear is a big phobia of folks today in 2020 in the U.S. When I say that, I say folks fear a lot these days, and they fear any and everything. Anything that somebody is not okaying or normalizing, they fear. They fear for it to be judged in a certain way that they feel more up or more good about themselves. And so I say go talk to someone and seek help and see how you could become more one with yourself, and not seek everyone else around you to input on your life.
you really don't even need to go seek help, honestly. Like, hey, just be yourself. There's nothing wrong with being yourself
At all.
I wish I could see this big ass white dog right here. I'm not gonna lie. This is such a serious episode, but like that dog is big as hell. Anyways, go ahead.
Yeah, like I was saying, there's literally nothing wrong with being yourself. On me, I ain't never aspired to be like nobody. Like, I have people I may look up to or like a lot, but I never aspired to be nobody. Like, Not even my own dad. I lived with my dad my whole life. I love that nigga, but I'm not inspired to be him. I want to be better than him.
And can you tell them what you do for us, brother?
Oh, I'm in the military. I'm in the army.
Do you see any of your
Actually, we ain't even like let them tell them. You ain't
Yeah.
said much about yourself
Yeah,
anyway.
man, go
We
ahead,
gotta
say
get into that.
Go ahead and tell me a little bit about you.
Keep what you had on your mind. Yeah.
Hmm?
Keep what you had on your mind. Go ahead.
What?
Yeah,
Go
you're
ahead,
supposed to
tell
tell
me.
us.
I'm said. I've been in the army about a year, almost 2 years. I'm a combat engineer, basically a bridge crew member. We blow shit up. We do room clearance. We the first ones to fight, and if anything was pop up right now, we'll be the first ones out.
Dangerous motherfucker.
Dangerous motherfucker right there. That's a serious job, huh?
That ain't your first
that.
That
one.
nigga said he front line. He get active, cuz.
Don't get it mixed up with infantry, because I'm not infantry.
Yeah, that's real military talk, right?
Can you give him a little breakdown? Because some may not know the difference. Ooh, Jesus. Sorry for that, guys.
All right.
Twice in a row.
Yeah.
Sorry for that.
Oh, okay. Oof.
Stop moving.
What you wanted me to do?
Tell them a little difference between your job and something they might think it is.
This is what everybody needs to know. The military is not all shooting guns, going overseas and killing people. That is not the whole military. 9 times out of 10, we're gonna be sweeping something, and that's facts. That's
Like with an actual broom?
sweeping
Something.
janitor.
Yeah.
We are
Mob.
we are highly paid janitors. That's all it is.
Glorified gender. Wow.
Type shit.
Okay. That's nice. Do you, any one of your recruits or, peers in the Army, do you see any of them suffer from mental illness or disorders that you see that you can recognize?
I've seen multiple.
Can you speak on that?
Yeah, I remember you telling me something about.
I mean, so like, I ain't gonna get too deep about it because it's not really my business to tell. But
Right. You could just describe scenarios that happen or situations. You don't have to really go into detail about the people.
so somebody I was stationed in Korea with, I'm not gonna say he or she, but that person killed themselves, because they wanted to go home. Korea is a 1-year tour.
Right. Explain that for us.
So basically, if you get stationed overseas, it's a difference between the deployment and being stationed somewhere. Deployment is like Afghanistan, Iraq, and stuff. Station is like Germany, Korea, which that's still a non-combative deployment. That's the only difference between. But anything can pop up at any minute, so it's all deployment at the end of the day.
Right. So you don't go at any minute.
Yeah.
So she only had 1 year. How deep? Or he or she only had 1 year.
Yeah, she got in the Army after me, actually.
How deep in was she into her year?
I have a question.
She was getting ready to leave.
I say she, he. Oh yeah.
Whatever they are.
Yeah, that person was getting ready to leave.
I have a question. Why couldn't she leave? If you can answer that.
She had a drinking problem, so she was going through the illegal stuff with the military. So, I mean, the military, they're real strict on a lot of things.
Do a lot of folks have drinking problems over there due to the shit that they see?
That's not even just in Korea. The military period as a whole has a drinking problem.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is it hyped up on what they say it is? Like, is it really bad? Like, do folks really get bad PTSD? Or is it like, since you say y'all really are, not to disrespect y'all, but, janitorial and doing brooms and shit when y'all not out, defending the country and shit. Do folks really suffer from that majorly, or is that just something that the folks that have went and doing tours and actually been out there in the field?
Yeah, when does it get rough?
Yeah, when does it get rough?
So I can't really speak on anybody's situation, but
Right.
what I can say, and this is my opinion, I'm not talking about nobody else. Nobody has to listen to me.
Right.
But it's people that go to basic training. Basic training is not real military.
Right.
It's your training to go to real military.
Right. Just to
People
evaluate
go there
you.
and get yelled at because. So I feel like the people that go there and be like, "Oh, I can't take this. Like, I'm gonna catch a heart attack. I got PTSD." I feel like those are people that never been in a hostile environment. Always been spoon fed, silver spoon. So like the people that say they get PTSD from getting yelled at in basic, everybody gets yelled at in basic. There's no one specific person that they yell at. So like I just don't believe that. But the people that have actually been in,
Mhm.
like overseas, been on deployment,
Mhm.
those people, then they might have seen something.
Right.
Now some people go overseas and don't see nothing,
At all.
but some people that go overseas also see things. They see their battles die, they see their soldiers die.
Mhm.
I had a drill sergeant, his whole platoon died.
Mhm.
So it's like
And did it mess him up?
you'll never know
You never
until
know.
he told us the stories.
Mhm.
We seen him break down a little bit, but you'll never know until that person actually does something or says something about it.
Mhm.
But you can see it on the people who actually been through stuff, drill sergeants mostly.
Mhm.
You can see it on their face. Like when they talk to you, when they train, they be like, "Don't do that." Like the reason why drill sergeants are so strict because they've seen it happen and they
Right.
know it can happen.
That's why they want to prepare.
Yeah,
y'all.
that's why
Yeah.
they're preparing you for it.
So if you're not ready for that shit, if you're not ready to get in the field and be yelled at, don't
But that,
don't sign
and
up.
this is the thing, the yelling only for basic training. You don't get yelled at once. You probably get yelled at like
couple times.
a couple times, but once you get to the actual military, bro, you about to go sweep, mop, clean the toilet, make sure your room clean or something, and then you probably gonna be off the whole day.
You're gonna be chilling.
Cause I've been off more than I've been at work. So
Still collecting the bag.
yeah, so you get paid 24/7, bro. It don't.
That's
The bag don't stop.
The bag don't.
Hey,
stop.
so
That's
Ace,
the
I got a
bag.
question for you.
What's up, my buddy?
What are some of your personal experiences with mental health outside of the social media, the special mental health? That is.
Okay. This is a very close story to my heart, y'all, and it's funny, but it's not funny. My younger brother, Dion Palmer. One night we are out at a social event, right? And it's some niggas up there that we not fucking with. Them niggas from where they from, we from where we from, and Cuz was doing some shit that he needed to be violated for to another nigga that, he really didn't have nothing to do with that. And so we had walked outside, me and Dion had walked outside, and I was telling them, I was like, yo, this ain't finna happen like this, what's going on. And I was like, if, you gotta do something, catch the fade with me or, whatever. And so mid fight, me and dude scrapping off, I'm whooping him and shit, teeing off on that nigga. His homeboy, Cuz, come with a brick. True story, Cuz come with a brick from the ground. Most of y'all know this story if y'all watching this hoe that, that fuck with me. Y'all know this already. Cuz came off the ground with the brick and tried to swing that hoe at my head. And my little brother Dion, he dropped that nigga. And what happened was the dude I was trying to protect had kind of went like ballistic, and he pulled out a knife, and so he started running at me with that hoe, and then he started running at the nigga that was trying to fight him with that hoe. And so like he slashing at a nigga and like cut my shirt and shit. Like he don't cut me, but he cut my shirt and shit. And he ended up stabbing the dude that was trying to fight him and shit. So the night it got pretty wicked that night, and so it was some crazy shit, and it fucked me up inside when I went home, because I was like, damn, I was just basically playing Captain Save-A-Ho and could have been in the wrong place at the wrong time. And life is too precious if you've ever been in a real situation to be putting yourself out there like that. So I suffer with myself. A mental health issue is always trying to be helpful and give a helping hand and mediate the situation.
It's a particular word for that, or a disorder for that. I don't necessarily remember.
It definitely is, but I suffer from it because I definitely am the type of dude to try to help somebody, or definitely give a call and see what's going on with something, something like that, to stop stuff, or even just help somebody in an everyday life. Like, I'm just that type of person.
Yeah, he the overextender.
Yeah,
Type of person.
Sure.
My personal brushes with mental health. I'm bipolar too. I found out like the beginning of 2020, February, January, and it was just like, well, I know, like, I got my little piece of that. I know, like, I don't know what else I need to do. Like, you know, I'm not finna sit up here and pay this money for this doctor or woo so and so. You know, but. And then it got real. It got extremely real. I no longer feel that way. Like I'm you know, I'm waiting to go to see a psychologist, whatever, right now. But like, shit get real. Like when you actually see and hear other people's testimonies, it makes you feel normal, right? But it makes you feel like you're a part of this group now. But this whole group is effed up. Like, this whole group is messed up. Like, I remember I was in just a crazy manic episode. I'm foaming at the mouth. This is me angry in the highest, most sensitive state I've ever been in. This is my first time. I'm berating somebody over the phone while I'm, you know, and I'm telling them how, you know, I feel that's an extreme event right there. But on a daily, whenever I feel on a daily with mania, which is a more heightened sensitive side, is where you feel everything, and you know, you either feel like like, yeah, like, you know, and you feel like you can do anything, dead ass anything, like really anything, like, and if you don't do something with that, then you actually have to do something with it. But if you don't do something with that, it's gonna start to build this tension inside you. Or this is my personal experience with this particular, you know, my disease, whatever. It's gonna build this tension inside you to make you actually have to go do something. Like, actually, you know, it's not this isn't. I know, don't get it confused with the ADHD or anything like that. This is the manic side. This is no sleep for weeks on end.
Ooh, insomnia is a bad.
No, this is no sleep for weeks on end. This is on the other side. When you get to the depression, this is still no sleep for weeks on end. This is fighting demons. This is waking up with night terrors. Like, you know, all of this shit, like, people deal with, and like it's something that and it's just something that just kind of flies by. You never really know until, you know, you really start to pay attention. You're like, oh, this person's acting an ass. No, you don't know. You don't know why that person just went and spent their whole fucking check. You know, you don't know why they just went and did that whole thing. You know, and now they in a hole. Yeah, you don't know why they did that. They might have been in a piece of mania. You know what I'm saying? I might not be the best person to talk about this because I'm, you know, I was a psychology major, and this is what really kind of helped me identify, because I was like, damn, I've always been kind of either really low or really high. And anybody in the car can tell you that. Like, either really low or really high. And so, like,
few mellow days.
Well, yeah, it's very few, you know, like, shit. But like, whenever I went to college, I started studying psychology, and it's such a beautiful thing, you know. It made me come to a realization, like, maybe. But then I got to acting a whole ass, and I seen exactly what Miss Hudson, shout out Miss Hudson, you know, what she told me, like what she was teaching me in this class, and I'm just like, damn, hold on, this me? I said, this me? No, I didn't want to admit it. I didn't want to admit it. It took for several other people to tell me, like, yeah, no, that's not okay. Yeah, that's not okay. And it's just like, damn, like, a shout out to those people who do slow down and stop and pay attention to other people.
It's okay to tell somebody you need help. It's okay to need a friend for a listening ear. To bounce shit off.
And it's not just yourself too. It's also that you got, how I want to say this. Your friends have to know when something's wrong with you too.
Right. Or they're not true friends.
There's no way your friends can be your friends and not know what's wrong with you.
At all.
Yeah, like me
I could tell
personally,
calling one of them niggas what's up with them.
Spiritually, like I can feel when something up on a nigga. Like, cause my mother calls it like, well, no, I said it earlier. Like, there's been an empath. Like I feel when these niggas is upset or hurt. Like, damn, I can hear it, see it, feel it. Like, no, I'm feeling all of them. Like, I might give somebody a call just cause I'm like, I feel it on my heart type shit, and it really be something wrong with them type. But like, if you don't know, then you're not even if you better have a hint.
Friend, yeah,
you better have a hint at least.
And if you can't listen to your friend's problems, fool, and at least try to get them some advice or a different perspective from themselves, because emotions
or at least
deep.
your honest word.
Yeah, your honest word. Because emotions, that shit run deep, and a lot of y'all niggas out here run off of emotions, and females too. I'm not just speaking on the males. Y'all run off emotions, and y'all sometimes make mistakes that y'all can't come back from, or that puts you in a real bind where you like, fuck, I'm in a rock and a hard place with this person, and they just not fucking with me no more, and it could have been stopped if you would have took a different approach.
If you would have took, or if you could have took a different approach, like you know, I know it's always you should have, but if you could have taken a different approach, but you can't always do that.
Be considerate. Think of somebody else. Think of somebody else's feelings and how that might affect them, because you don't know what they suffering from at home. They could be like, you could be the nigga that they depend on for something, and then you fall through, and then they just fucked. What you got to say on that?
Shit. That also go with choosing your friends.
Yeah, for sure.
It's like, I'm picky about who I hang with. Like, I don't know if people realize, but since I moved to Texas,
since I moved here too,
same people.
Yeah.
I moved to Texas my freshman year, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I've hung with literally, this is the first person I ever hung with.
Yeah. Oh.
And then I think it was Garrett, and then him.
Mm-hmm.
I hang with the same people, and I'm not trying to leave nobody out, but the same people, I can't stress this. I hang with the same people because I don't like meeting. Yeah, I don't like meeting new people because I don't want to have to get to learn you and know if I can trust you and know if I can depend on you.
Yeah, because we do too much within our friends for you to just be
it's like a family type shit. Like, you know,
for sure.
You gotta pick your family.
You don't pick your friends for a day. You don't pick your friends to go out on an event.
Even your family might not be your family. You pick your family. You pick your people that you want around you, and that's what it is.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, like,
what's inside you don't make you family.
Like, and I'm using the word friends. I don't have friends. It's either you, my family, or you're not.
That's what it is.
Not no acquaintance. Like,
I have acquaintances, associates, because some people I have to network with to build a relationship for certain shit. Like, so I got those, but other than that, you, like he said, you either this or you that.
Yeah.
And it's like we don't cross the line with that. So
I don't like being around a lot of people.
There's
I was raised that way by my daddy. My daddy always told me, if a man needs to be around a lot of people, then he needs to go figure out what he
lacking something.
Yeah.
Right, he
lacking something.
I'm perfectly fine with being with myself for a long period of time.
And that's cool. Me too.
I was in a whole other country by myself for a
Hold
whole
on,
year.
time out before we run past that. I'm not always okay with being alone.
Speak on that though.
Like, no, I'm not.
Before you start, of course, bro. We know, like, it gets depressing. Yes.
Yeah.
And we gonna touch on that depression next though. But go ahead and speak on that, because
I'm not always okay with being alone. Okay, like I remember I was just explaining this to a friend yesterday. I remember it being not last summer, not COVID summer, but the summer before this was 2019, and I'm the type of nigga to call my friends every day. And like, and this is at this point, like, at that point in time, I call my friends every day. I'm talking about every one of them. I had to shout out you know who the hell I'm talking about, because I was blowing your shit up. And so, exactly. So this happened, and I was like, damn, why nobody call me? I was like, damn, oh shit. I went a week and nobody fucking called me. Boy, I was so motherfucking devastated. I was so devastated. But then, like, it took for me to realize, like, damn. I know, I know, right.
What week you talking about?
I don't remember no week.
If you don't remember, you remember. This is after.
Were you in Houston?
This is after somebody's birthday, and you ended up inviting me out to your house after that, and that's when
What do we do in my house? I got the first one.
Wait.
I got the first one.
While they figure that out,
Show it on
know
you.
who your friends are and who your friends are. That's a big difference. What I did, it's the same thing, but there's a big difference.
Oh no!
I gotta
speak on that, and then I like you to.
Around that time, originally.
I
You don't really.
like to speak on that. Know who your friends are and know who your friends are.
But I wasn't done.
go
Okay,
ahead.
yeah, okay. But yeah, no. About at that time, like, damn, I was deeply depressed at that time. Like, this nigga, first out of all of my friends, he was the first nigga to call me at the time, and he just invited me out. Next thing you know, I'm in a dark place. Yeah, I'm in a real dark place. But they invited me out to his house with so and so on. Like, but that particular week, I thought it taught me something on how to be like alone, you know. But it didn't. I was still blaming these folks. But even though I've literally met all these folks in the same way. Like not any. All of my friends are not approachable people. Except for maybe Jay. But when I met this nigga here, he was not on no approachable shit. He's never been an approachable nigga ever. And so, and shout out to my best friend, never been approachable. Like, you know, shout out, yeah, everybody, nobody. And this is how these people came to me. How I came to these people. And I was like, damn, hold on, let me accept these people for what it is. But I could not deal with being alone. I could not. I had to call somebody every fucking day. And this is really like just not changing. I still call my friends every day. I still, you know, but like I don't need to hear from them. I'm not taking this shit personally no more. But you know, like it's just the thing of I always latched onto somebody or something like that, and that's mental illness in itself. Like shit, like I always latched on, needed a crutch to, you know, and this is why
a lot of people got
like
crutches.
that too, bro.
Yeah, no, that's real life. And that's real life. And like a lot of people ain't even noticed. They ain't even noticed, like, damn, this nigga like the latch knows me for real. I ain't, you know, but that's what it is.
The real ones can tell though.
Yeah.
But go ahead, bro. What you got to say?
I was about to say, the way I learned how to be on myself, I talk about my dad a lot, but it's because he taught me a lot. He was in my life.
Mm-hmm. Some don't got that
nigga.
experience. Yeah.
No shot. No shot. Y'all know my dad like y'all dad, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
But it's like, so I wouldn't necessarily say he just left me, but my dad, when I turned like, really from when I was like 10, he really just started. He was like, all right, I'm about to go to this. My dad going out of town, he built the house all by himself. Mm-hmm. He did that for like 3-4 years. I was the only one living at the house. I was like 10 at the time, because that was right after Katrina and all that. Right. Built the whole house by himself.
Right. My boy's from New Orleans, by the way.
Oh yeah, I'm from New Orleans.
Yeah.
So my dad would leave me at the house for a week at a time. Mm-hmm. We that's how I learned how to be by myself. And don't get me wrong, the shit get depressing. Especially like so the story I have is when I was in Korea, it was like, so I was only there for a year, but like once that like March came, and I was like, damn, I ain't been home since. I got a basic. I want to go see my niggas. I want to go see my dad, my sisters. Mm-hmm. And once I realized, like, damn, I really can't go see them, then I got it wasn't like no deep depression where I was like in a room dark, like Burley, but I ain't trying to be funny, but
it's real.
Yeah, but it was like, damn, this shit depression. And I called my dad and told him, like, this is depressing. Like, I want to come home.
And calling your dad the way you cope with it, like how you kind of got
yeah.
through it.
So that's what I was saying. That's another thing. Another way I learned how to be by myself is not talking to people that you would usually talk to. You have to learn how to not be around
separation, isolation.
Yeah, you have to learn, like, because if you feel like you always need those people around, then
you're not learning how to be yourself. You're not learning how to be yourself. That's what it is.
You still know how to be yourself. You're just not learning how to be able to do certain things without them. Yeah, you're not.
And to become independent is to become more of yourself, and that's what it is. To me, I mean.
So who wants to break it off first, fellas, on depression?
Yeah, I'll let one of y'all do that.
Go ahead, say it.
Shit, like, I think that was depression. With the whole career situation when I couldn't go home.
Mm-hmm.
Another thing, I don't really talk about this, but so when my mom passed away in 2018, that I think it was Thanksgiving. Yeah, so Thanksgiving. I went and seen her the day before Thanksgiving.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, yeah, I'm gonna come back for Thanksgiving. I didn't come back. Then I had to go back to Texas. And this is right around the time I was joining the military.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to shoot back here and get like my military stuff together.
Mm-hmm.
Then December hit, they was like, oh yeah, your mama died like this now, like, and that kind of put me in a depressed stage for like a few months, because it was like, damn, I told her I was gonna come see her, but I didn't.
Mm-hmm.
Like how she felt that day when I didn't come, even though I knew like she knew what it was, but like damn, how she felt, I still think about that to this day.
Mm-hmm.
And I think another time was like, shit, that's it then, because I don't really know another time.
I deal with depression probably frequently, more frequently, because with I feel like the type of, I don't talk to doctors too much because I was afraid of them, but like with the type of bipolar whatever I have, I feel like it's just kind of like just cycling. It's like up. It's always cycling, and I always have a low. I speak like shit. Last month I was low.
Right.
The I'm talking about one of the lowest places I ever been. I mean, and I'm even having a hard time saving face at this point, because niggas can't always tell when I'm upset. They can tell, but they can't tell. I would still pop out and and try to save face at least. But shit, this is the darkest, like, this is literally last month, I'm the darkest place in my life. I'm like, damn. I can't. I don't want it. There's nothing. I don't care about nothing. I don't want to do nothing. There's nothing I want to do. I don't want to touch nothing. I don't want to see nothing. It was me and my Xbox. it was me and my Xbox. Sometimes it wasn't even that. My arms was too heavy to even pick that bitch up. I lost 30 pounds in the month of September. This is a fact. I couldn't eat, couldn't sleep.
Spade,
by the
bro.
way, it is not good to lose that much weight.
It's not.
You should not lose over 10 pounds a month. Just by the way. So
He's on the monthly, weekly workout. He's an army man.
If you losing 30 pounds in 1 month, you need to figure out the fuck.
Yeah, no, and it took me. I didn't even realize. I didn't care. I didn't care to realize where I was, and it just took me all of that. Like, damn, I looked at my body. I'm talking about like I feel like I'm deteriorating. Like I felt like I could no longer even protect myself, because it was just, I was that brittle, frail, like shit like that. Mm-hmm. And shout out to my sister. She always know how to make light of a fucking situation.
Is that some way you cope?
This is one of my biggest coping mechanisms. Whether I'm up or down, I don't give a damn. Whether I'm tweaking out, ready to hurt a nigga, or whether I'm about to feel like I'm finna fly out. Yeah. Anyway, hey, look, the dogs is out. Anyway, but my sister, she one of my biggest coping mechanisms. Like she. I'm telling her, I'm like, I lost so much weight, and this didn't happen. This is an actual reason. I can't really get into it because it's really personal. But I'm like, this happened, and all of this. And he said, you lost 30 pounds. I wish I could lose that. I say, no, you bro,
you ain't listen to shit out for
bro, like
30 pounds.
That's all you heard. Nah, but no, my sister's the most genuine person I've ever met in my life. Like, you'll probably ever meet in life, bro. A real one. It just like, I went around her, and then my sister's the most genuine nigga I've ever met in my life. I ended up going around my sister. I was still sad. I was still on my Xbox in the middle of my. Shout out to my auntie. She let me hook the Xbox up to the big 74-inch in the living room, and she let me do my thing. She ain't even bother me. But like, them people, they knew what it was, and it really brought me up. It really brought me up and made me feel better. Shout out to these two too, because they eventually came around. The people that helped me. Like, really, it's my coping mechanism, and like. And also, like, and to
It's
speak
okay
on
to
the
have one.
other side, I know we speaking more to the depression side, but like back to the bipolar, like the manic side. I just wanted to like put this out here. This is one thing that worked for me. Whenever you feeling that tension in your body, and you just feeling like you need to, like turn on some white noise, meditate. You ain't even got to necessarily meditate. Just close your damn eyes and meditate however you do, however it is that you do.
Right. I suffer a lot from anger issues. And I know this knucklehead nigga back here too.
Don't get me started.
This nigga be angry, just as angry as me, fool. And we be telling each other, like, bruh, some days I tell this one the most, fool. Some days I just fuck, cuz I just want to, like,
But this is the thing about me. I'm not necessarily saying it's hard to make me mad.
It's
hard to calm me down, bro, because, like, it takes a
Once
lot.
I'm mad,
It's
a wrap. Like, and I don't find myself in a situation before, and I'm not gonna really speak on this too much.
I don't want to speak on nothing.
No, bro, this is
this is
pretty recent where I got mad at somebody like that I probably shouldn't have got that mad at, and I really
misplaced aggression.
Yes.
Fuck them up. Misplaced aggression is a bad thing, because I have it too, because I'll be angry at something and then somebody call me and I'll be like, cuz, what the fuck do you want?
Man, shout out to my
Like, what the fuck?
Shout out to my granddad. He gets I live with my grandfather. He's one of my favorite people. Now, he gets the most of every piece of like my high and my low. Like, really, shout out to him. He loved me through it all. He even tried to acknowledge it. He's an old man, so it's harder for him to adapt to certain things.
Oh, dog.
And I haven't always been the way that I am all the time. Well, yeah, I remember I literally, like, the other days we got into it. And it's just, I was so damn sensitive. The man asked me to go to the store, but he didn't ask me. He said, hey, go to the store for me. And I was so upset that this man did not ask me, like, can you go to the store? Or, like, properly. And it just triggered. And I'm spazzing. I'm yelling, like, you don't respect me. I felt so goddamn bad when I came to, and I'm just like, This man had the biggest hand in raising me, and I'm over here treating him like this. I'm like, damn, but he understands, and this is why I do tell anybody with any mental health issue, go seek help.
And like I was gonna say with my anger, I call them and I tell them, bro, like, cause I'm one to say, like, I need a different perspective about the situation. Cause if I go about it with my mindset, it's like, fuck it, I'm all the way with it. And I'll be like sometimes I gotta go in a quiet room by myself and just put my head down.
I don't have the. Oh, you go ahead.
I just put my head down and I just think, like, damn, is it really that serious? Is it really a situation where I need to overreact, or, like he said, misplaced aggression to somebody else? Because that's not cool. Because whoever did it, that's who you should address or go talk to.